Let's take a day trip to this epic North Carolina destination, with a mile-high bridge, thrilling hike, stunning rocky cliffs, and more. Grandfather Mountain. Let's get an early start and hit the road before the sun rises. It's not a early morning drive without McD's. This park is really pricey at $24 per person. At first I thought it was ridiculous, but with the amount of people visiting, there was certainly enough demand for them to charge this much. They do give a flash drive or CD that takes you on an audio driving tour to the top.
Portion of Grandfather Mountain. They're up the hill on the right, 2 curves above the picnic area. Drive carefully. Wild deer frequent this area. Why is it called Split Rock?
These parking attendants were slowing things down a little too much. They were also telling people to park on the lower lots, but I wanted to see what was at the top, so I'm going to go against their directions. Luckily for me, there were plenty of spots up top. If it's too late in the day, I don't recommend trying to park here. You'll see why when we try to leave later. And of course, just your standard overpriced gift shop. Now let's head to the famous mile-high swinging bridge. This bridge offers panoramic views at exactly 1 mile above sea level. I think its name psychs people out a bit. The bridge is only 80 feet from the ground. We were lucky on this clear day that the bridge felt pretty stable, but I hear that on windy days it can be pretty nerve-wracking. Wind speeds have reached as high as 124 miles per hour here. On the other side of the bridge, walk a few hundred feet to get stunning views from Linville Peak. As you can see, it's a little congested with people.
I'll do it first. I'm not afraid.
If you have a big fear of heights, you might want to skip out on this park. As for most people here, this bridge is the main attraction. And I'm not sure that it's worth the $24 per person if you aren't going to enjoy it.
This was not a good idea. It was a good idea. I know, it was bad. You're doing so good, man. That's the light that got you.
Okay, well.
Okay, well, we did the bridge. On the other side of the parking lot is the trailhead for today's hike. The goal today is to hike to Calloway Peak. You can see that there are quite a few warnings for this trail. You even have to fill out a permit for it, which I thought was over the top, but once we start seeing some of the people on this trail, it makes sense.
Sweet. Oh, good enough.
Fortunately, it starts out with a very steep incline, which probably filters out a lot of visitors who should not be attempting it. This trail is rated as strenuous and is considered to be technically challenging. To be honest, I enjoy these various climbing portions, but it only requires going up ladders for the most part. It was interesting to see all of the people who have apparently never climbed a ladder before.
Like, y'all chase a stick around, you know?
Occupy yourselves.
You kids going outside, chase a stick around.
You know, I'm gonna try that and see how many people are like, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Right, yeah, here you go.
We have now reached McCrae Peak. It was McRae Peak. We're not going to go all the way to Calloway because we want to see the bears and we want to make sure we get back before it closes, so we're turning around. We paid a lot of money to be here, so.
Only $25.
Even though I don't consider this to be an extremely technical hike, I do think it's definitely one of the coolest hikes I've done east of the Rockies. A little too many touristy people here, which is fine, but if you are able to come on a weekday, I imagine that would be perfect. We just got back to the car and now we're going down towards the other area with the zoo or whatever, wildlife preserve, and yeah. And here is why I don't recommend trying to drive up to the top later in the day. This was not moving at all, by the way. I believe one of these curves here is a filming location for Forrest Gump. Not sure which one though. Lots of people here too, but we are able to find a few spots. The restaurant they have here was actually reasonably priced. And now let's walk over to the animal habitat. And now let's head back towards home. Here we're making a quick stop at the Asheville outlets. And of course we're going to stop at Buc-ee's for gas. Okay, we made a stop at Buc-ee's Sevierville. I was thrown off by the prices. I think used to pay like between 5 and 7 for the brisket sandwich, and here it was 12. Oh, we got the beaver chips, those stayed the same. That smells good. What did you get?
Chicken burrito.
The Texas cheesesteak burrito, so we'll see how that is. This bad boy was $8.28. I feel like I could get a cheaper burrito at a sit-down Mexican restaurant. No, we're gonna go home.